Hello everyone. PEN.UP is a creative social network service for drawings. So today, I'm going to talk about what is PEN.UP SDK and how to integrate PEN.UP features into your application using SDK. Before I talk about them, let me introduce myself. My name is Yoonchan Choi. I'm a software engineer working at Samsung Electronics and in charge of PEN.UP SDK development. I'm very grateful that you could come today. All right. As you can see from this slide, your application can post an artwork into PEN.UP and access PEN.UP resources using PEN.UP SDK. So if you integrate PEN.UP features, then you can have an opportunity to promote your application to PEN.UP users. We'll help many PEN.UP users who don't know your application to discover and install it easily. Also, if you integrate PEN.UP features, then your application can use PEN.UP artworks for various purposes. So PEN.UP has many artworks and users interested in artwork. So I really hope that your applications get these benefits from our PEN.UP SDK. As you can see on contents, I've divided my talk into three main parts. First, I'll introduce PEN.UP service. Second, I'll talk about what is PEN.UP SDK. Finally, I'll give you how to use PEN.UP SDK. And I prepared some small gifts for you. So at the end of my presentation, I'll quiz for you. So please pay attention to my presentation. Okay, let's start with the first part. What is PEN.UP? There are many kinds of social network services in the world: Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and so on. Every year, many new social networks are developed and released, especially after Facebook became the biggest social network service in the world. Many interest-based social networks have grown rapidly, such as Pinterest and Instagram. While Facebook mainly focuses on a user's personal relationship, interest-based social networks enable users to focus on their interests first. So the most popular social networks focusing on images and photos are Pinterest and Instagram. And as you know, YouTube and Vine are focused on video clips. Then how about drawings? Yes, right, PEN.UP is focusing on drawings. So actually, this PEN.UP icon is not popular yet as much as the others, but we'll try to make PEN.UP one of the most popular interest-based social network service. So PEN.UP is a creative social network service for digital arts. PEN.UP covers a wide range of artworks, from paintings of our everyday lives to those created from inspirations. So as you can see, many kinds of artworks are posted in PEN.UP every day. Isn't it awesome? So PEN.UP provides many features, but in this presentation, I'd like to introduce only some main features. So basically, to use PEN.UP features, you should sign up for PEN.UP first. So the signed up user is called artist. After you sign up for PEN.UP, you can manage your own collections and you can post an artwork into your collection. Also, you can follow other artists' collections and tags. So if you follow an artist, then you can see his or her artwork in your feed. And if you follow a popular artist's collection, then you can see artworks belonging to that collection. And if you follow a specific tag, such as animal or landscape, then you can see artworks tagged with it. Also, you can communicate with other users using comments and the fan book. And PEN.UP provides these features in the main menu: My Feed, All Content, Popular, Hall of Fame, and Challenges. So in your feed, you can see your own artworks and reposted artworks. Also, you can see artworks belonging to artists, collections, and tags that you follow. And in all content, you can see all artworks posted in PEN.UP, and in popular, you can discover popular artists and artworks sorted by the popularity during the specific period. And Hall of Fame provides the special exhibition. So every month, our team selects one of the outstanding artists, and his or her artworks are displayed in Hall of Fame. And every month, a new challenge is registered, such as Let's Draw My Family, or Who is Your Lovely One. Then you can draw the artwork about that challenge, and other users can see your artwork and increase the number of favorites. So PEN.UP was launched in October last year with releasing the PEN.UP Android application. We've upgraded that application continuously, so now the latest version 1.5.4 is uploaded to Google Play and Samsung Galaxy apps. Actually, at first, the PEN.UP application was available only at Samsung Galaxy Note, but now we are supporting most Android devices whose version is Android 4.0 or above, including other manufacturers' devices. And PEN.UP Mobile Web was launched in March this year, so you can access m.penup.com using mobile web browser. PEN.UP Mobile Web provides most features of PEN.UP Android application. And we have a plan to release PEN.UP PC Web. Actually, you can access PEN.UP PC Web right now in your PC browser, but you can see only the PEN.UP introduction page and the PEN.UP blog. So we are preparing the PEN.UP PC Web official version, and it will be released as soon as possible. So PEN.UP is a global service. The PEN.UP Android application is available in most countries supported by the Google Play, maybe about 100 countries. However, unfortunately, PEN.UP has not launched yet in China. So we'll try to open PEN.UP in China officially in the near future. Now, 400,000 users have joined PEN.UP, and over 190,000 artworks have been posted in PEN.UP. Actually, as I mentioned, the PEN.UP was launched in October last year, so it's now about 1 year later. So as far as I'm concerned, these statistics are good for the first year of the drawing-based social network. So our goal is to make PEN.UP the most popular drawing-based social network service in the world. And we'll try to make more people to share more artworks in PEN.UP. Okay, so that's all I want to say about PEN.UP. And let's move on to the next section. What is PEN.UP SDK? PEN.UP SDK enables you to integrate PEN.UP features into your application. So the PEN.UP SDK contains the PEN.UP library, so your application can establish the connection with the PEN.UP server using PEN.UP library. If your application is authorized from the PEN.UP authorization server, then your application can post an artwork and access PEN.UP resources. There are two main use cases for using PEN.UP SDK. First one is posting an artwork into PEN.UP. So if you implement to post an artwork into PEN.UP using PEN.UP SDK, then a user can directly share an artwork with PEN.UP users as soon as the user draws something in your drawing application. So if an artwork is posted from your application, then the dim linking function is provided. So other users can see your application name and icon. So through this dim linking function, you can promote your drawing applications to PEN.UP users. The second use case is getting artworks from PEN.UP. So this will be helpful to applications that create the added value using the user's contents. So for example, if your application is a tool to make some customized products, such as cell phone case, T-shirts, mugs, or postcard. Then after getting users' own artworks from PEN.UP, then you can print those artworks on your product. Actually, your application can get other users' artworks too, but you cannot use them for the commercial purpose because there is a copyright issue. So now you can use only the current user's own artworks. This slide shows the conceptual model view of PEN.UP architecture. So the PEN.UP library contains PEN.UP client, artwork API, artist API, collection API, and tag API. The PEN.UP client interacts with the PEN.UP authorization server for the authentication. And Samsung account, Facebook, Google+, and Twitter account are supported to join PEN.UP. So this authorization server interacts the account provider server, and artwork API, artist API, collection API, and tag API send a request to the PEN.UP resource server for posting an artwork or accessing the PEN.UP resources. So PEN.UP SDK provides these main features. First, authentication. This authentication is implemented based on Auth 2.0. So using PEN.UP SDK, your application can easily connect to the PEN.UP service through this authentication process. Especially, PEN.UP SDK provides the single sign-on with PEN.UP application. The second one is post PEN.UP resources. So using PEN.UP SDK, your application can post an artwork or add a collection. And PEN.UP SDK provides the post dialog. So this post dialog provides a simple interface to post an artwork easily. Also, the deep linking function is provided when an artwork is posted from your application. The last one is access PEN.UP resources. So using PEN.UP SDK, your application can obtain information about PEN.UP resources, such as artworks, artists, collection, and tags. So I'll explain these features in detail from the next slide. This authentication is implemented based on Auth 2.0. So this authentication includes the user authentication and the app authorization. However, the PEN.UP does not provide its own account, and the user can join PEN.UP using Samsung account, Facebook, Google+, and Twitter account. So this authentication flow consists of two different flows. First, for the user authentication, the authorization code grant flow is used, and for the app authorization, the implicit grant for native application flow is applied. So for the authentication, the PEN.UP library sends a request with the client information, such as client identifier, to the PEN.UP authorization server. After that, the PEN.UP login page is displayed to the user. Then the user can select the specific account provider and login. Then this authorization server interacts with the corresponding account provider server, and the user authentication is completed. Then the app authorization page is displayed to the user. If the user authorizes to that application, then finally PEN.UP library can obtain the access token. So it's a little complicated, but you don't need to understand and implement this whole process. Actually, PEN.UP SDK handles the auth protocols and manages the session, and the API for this authentication is provided. So you can just use that API. And the PEN.UP SDK provides the single sign-on between the PEN.UP application and your application. So if the PEN.UP application, whose version is 1.5.0 or above, is installed, then this single sign-on is automatically enabled. And if the user is already logged into PEN.UP, then your application using PEN.UP SDK can be connected with the same account. So the user does not have to log in again. So for the single sign-on, the PEN.UP library sends a request with the client information to PEN.UP application. Then using client information, PEN.UP application obtains the access token from PEN.UP authorization server on behalf of your application. After that, PEN.UP application returns the authentication result to the PEN.UP library. Then finally, your application can post an artwork or access PEN.UP resources. And using PEN.UP SDK, your application can post PEN.UP resources. So first, post an artwork into PEN.UP. Please remember that only PNG and JPG files are supported. And the PEN.UP SDK supports the post dialog. This post dialog provides a simple interface to post an artwork easily. So this is the post dialog, and the artwork is displayed like this. And the user can enter the title and the description of the artwork. Also, the user can select the collection in which the artwork will be included. And your application can add the user's collection. So the length of the collection name should be within 25 characters. And the dim linking function is provided when an artwork is posted from your application. So this dim linking will help many PEN.UP users to discover your application and install it easily. For drawing applications, this is the most important feature. So if an artwork is posted from your application like this, then the dim link function, dim linking information is automatically added in the detail view of the posted artwork. Then other users can not only see the posted artwork, but also discover your application name and icon. So this application icon has the link to launch your application or download it from Google Play. So when this icon is clicked, if your application is already installed in the user's device, then your application is launched. If your application is not installed, then Google Play is launched to download your application. So actually, this application icon is displayed only in the detail view of the posted artwork, but will expose your application to PEN.UP users more and more with various ways. And using PEN.UP SDK, your application can obtain information about PEN.UP resources. So PEN.UP SDK provides these functions for the artwork resource. The artwork resource contains the artist name, the artwork title, description, artwork URL, and so on. So your application can get all artworks posted in PEN.UP or a specific user's artworks. And your application can obtain the artworks related to the current users, and your application can retrieve the popular artworks or artworks filtered by the specific conditions. So if your application is a drawing tool, then I strongly recommend not only implementing to post an artwork into PEN.UP, but also using this function, get popular artworks posted from your application. So if you apply this function, then your drawing application can provide its own gallery that displays the artworks drawn in your application and posted to the PEN.UP. Also, these artworks can be sorted by the popularity during the specific period. And if your application is a tool to make some customized product, then you should use this function, get artworks which the current user posted. So if you use this function, then your application can the current user's own artworks, so you can use them for the commercial purpose. And for artist, collection, and tag resources, the PEN.UP SDK provides these functions. So your application can get the artist resources containing the artist name, description, and so on. And you can obtain the basic information about collection and tag resources using these functions. So that's all I want to say about what is PEN.UP SDK. And let's move on to the final section, how to use PEN.UP SDK. So for using PEN.UP SDK, you should register your application on Samsung developers. So the reason why you should register your application is to generate your client IDs for your application. By using your own client IDs, your application can connect the PEN.UP service and use PEN.UP features. So you should first access the app registration page of the PEN.UP SDK in Samsung developer site, and you should enter these values: application name, package name, application icon, key hash, and developer information. So the application name and icon are used to expose your application, and the package name is used for the deep linking function. So the corresponding application should be uploaded to Google Play, and you should create the key hash values for the debug and release. So please keep in mind that this value is very important. So if these values are wrong, your application cannot use any PEN.UP features. So please refer to the guidelines specified in the app registration page and enter the exact values. So if you complete this registration, then we'll generate client IDs for your applications and we'll send them to you. After that, you should download the PEN.UP SDK. So actually, PEN.UP SDK was released publicly this month, so everyone can download it. If you try to download it, then the SDK license agreement is displayed. So there are so many items in that page, and everything is important. So you should check all of them, and especially these agreements are very important for using PEN.UP SDK. First, applications may post drawings using PEN.UP SDK, but shall not post photos or files of other formats. So PEN.UP is a social network service for drawings, so it is not allowed to post photos. And second, applications shall obtain prior written consent of the signed-in users before using signed-in users' artworks for commercial purpose. Finally, applications shall not use artworks for commercial purposes unless applications obtain prior written consent for use from the rightful owner of such artworks. So for the commercial purpose, you should use only the current user's own artworks with the user's agreement, but you cannot use other users' artworks due to the copyright issue. After that, you can start to develop your application. So first, you should import PEN.UP library project. After that, you can integrate PEN.UP features into your application. Then test your application with the debug client ID. Actually, using the debug client ID, only you and other users who follow you can see artworks posted for testing. So you should test your application with the debug client ID first. And in case of the release client ID, everyone can see your artworks. So if testing the release APK, you should upload a normal artwork. Then you will upload your application to Google Play. So please remember that the deep linking function is supported only for Google Play now. And if you implement to post an artwork into PEN.UP, then after uploading your application to Google Play, please email us at this address. Then we'll expose your application to PEN.UP users more and more with various ways. So these are our partners' applications: Sketch for Galaxy, Artreach, Artflow, Silk Paints Drawing, ZenBrush, and Case by Me. So the PEN.UP features have already applied to these applications. The Case by Me is the application to make users' own customized smartphone case, and the others are drawing tools. Especially Sketchup for Galaxy and Outreach can be downloaded only from the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. So let me demonstrate the Sketchup for Galaxy, Outreach, and Case by Me. Could you change the screen? Okay, so this is PEN.UP. Okay, I'm going to show you PEN.UP first. So this is the welcome page. So without the login, everyone can see artworks belonging to Hall of Fame. Okay, click Sign In button. Then you can see Facebook, Google+, Twitter, and Samsung account icons. Let me log in with the Samsung account. Okay, so now I can use my PEN.UP features. I can see many artworks, and I can follow some famous artists, and I can post an artwork into PEN.UP. Okay, so now let me launch Outreach. Yeah, Outreach is a very great tool, but my drawing is terrible. Yeah, so in menu, there is a gallery. Save painting. And so yeah, this is the local gallery of Outreach. And in menu, there is a PEN.UP gallery. So if this PEN.UP gallery is clicked, then the PEN.UP login page is displayed for the user authentication. But as you've seen, the PEN.UP application is already installed, and I've already loaded into PEN.UP, so I don't have to log in again because the single sign-on is automatically enabled. So click the PEN.UP gallery. So this is the app authorization page. So if I authorize this to this Outreach application, then Outreach can post an artwork or access PEN.UP resources. So click OK button. Then now, yeah, this is the PEN.UP gallery. So Outreach gets these artworks from PEN.UP using PEN.UP server. These artworks have been posted from this Outreach. So if your application is a drawing tool, your application can provide PEN.UP gallery using PEN.UP SDK like this. Okay, so now let me launch Sketchup. You know, Sketchup is the most popular drawing tool in Android. So, okay, let me show my terrible drawing. Actually, I practiced this so many times, but I don't know why I'm a PEN.UP team member. Okay, so it looks like fish, right? Okay, so let me post this artwork to PEN.UP. Okay, so click menu, and okay, so there is a PEN.UP icon. Actually, this is PEN.UP gallery. It's same with the Outreach gallery. And click share button. There is a share to PEN.UP button. So click this button. Then this is the post dialog of PEN.UP SDK. So my terror fish is displayed like this, and I can enter title, fish, and every tag can be added. So fish tag. Okay, so I can select the keyword collection and click the post. Okay, so it's complete to post an artwork. Let's check whether my artwork is posted correctly in PEN.UP. Okay, move to my profile. Okay, so there are so many my terrible fishes. Yeah, this one is the latest one, right? So here, you can see the dim link information like this. So the application name, Sketchup for Galaxy, and the icon is displayed. So when this icon is clicked, if this application is not installed in that device, then the Google Play launch it to download it. Okay, so now let me launch Case by Me. This is the application to make customized smartphone case. Actually, this one. This is smartphone case and customized, your own customized product. So click Start Design. And I can choose my smartphone. I use Galaxy Note 2. And click Add Photos. Okay, so there are many buttons, and you can see Import from PEN.UP. So click this button. Then Case by Me gets the artworks from PEN.UP, my own artworks. So I can click my fish. There are so many fishes, right? I practiced so many times, but it's terrible. Okay, so click Confirm button. Then I can drag photos like this. It's great, right? Okay, so this is the preview of my own smartphone case. Yeah, it's ugly, but it's mine. Okay, so that's all. And could you change the screen? Okay, so using PEN.UP SDK, you can provide those features in your application. This is the best practice for connecting to the PEN.UP service. So you should first configure the PEN.UP client. So you should set your own client ID and callback like this. And you can add scope information for the app authorization. So you can refer to the programming guide for more detailed information. After that, you can create an instance of PEN.UP client, and then you can try to connect to PEN.UP service by calling Connect API. So if the connection is established, then this onConnected is called, and you can call APIs for required PEN.UP resources. And if the connection is failed, then you should check the response result and try to connect again. And this is the best practice to post an artwork using the post dialog. So you can just use the launch post dialog API of artwork API class to post an artwork. So after the artwork is posted, then this onCompleted is called, and you should check the response result like this. And in PEN.UP SDK package, there are API reference, programming guide, and sample application to show how to use APIs of PEN.UP SDK. So please refer to those documents and the sample application. Okay, so that's all I want to say about PEN.UP and PEN.UP SDK. And in conclusion, so you can implement PEN.UP features using PEN.UP SDK. And if you integrate PEN.UP features, then you can promote your drawing application to PEN.UP users, and your application can use PEN.UP artworks for various purposes. So I really hope that this PEN.UP SDK is helpful to improve your application. Okay, so thank you for your attention, and I prepared some quiz. So quiz is a little difficult, so please pay attention. Actually, the prize is the coupon, Case by Me coupon, to create your own smartphone case. So you can download Case by Me application, then using that coupon, you can create your own smartphone case, okay? So if you know, we have to draw a fish. So I'm sorry, my tarot fishy. Okay, so if you know an answer, please raise your hand quickly and shout out PEN.UP, okay? Right? Quickly, okay? Okay. First quiz. This is a great social network service for digital art. Okay, wait a minute after I read this question. Number 1, it's very difficult, complicated. Pen right. Number 2, pen left. Number 3, pen down. Number 4, pen up. Oh, pen up. Oh, yeah. Gentlemen in there. Yeah, number 4. Yeah, the answer is number 4, PEN.UP. Right. Okay. Congratulations. Give him a big hand. Okay, the coupon. Yeah. Yeah. There are two more questions. Okay, so yeah, quickly. And loudly, PEN.UP. Okay, next quiz. This enables you to integrate PEN.UP features into your application. Okay, after I read my question. Number 1, Tizen SDK. Number 2, Samsung Health SDK. Number 3, Samsung Smart Home SDK. Number 4, PEN.UP SDK. Oh, yeah, she's very good. Okay, what is the answer? Yes, right. Okay, give her a big hand. Thank you. Congratulations. Okay, the last one. Yeah, it's complicated, right? The last one. Okay. This is provided when an artwork is posted from your application. Number 1, big linking. Number 2, strong linking. Number 3, wide linking. Number 4, dim linking. Okay, yeah. Gentlemen in there. Number 4, yes, right. The answer is number 4, dim linking. Give him a big hand. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, so thank you for your attending, and I prepared a 2-in-1 stylus ballpoint pen, so you can take it at the door. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.